% off today at asadeals.com.
Better than one mat, George. Two mats.
Yes.
We got two mats from Iaria's Italian Kitchen. And
Matt the second is standing immediately to my left, and
yes.
to his left is Matt the third, father and son.
So it's a BOGO.
And you just dished up some of this Cioppino.
Yes.
And tell me a little bit about the history. I mean, I think that is the great part of your restaurant story.
Yes. My grandfather came through Ellis Island, migrated down to West Virginia. He was a coal miner. And some of his friends invited him into Indianapolis. There's a lot of Italians in Indianapolis. And he said, come on up, there's jobs here.
Wow.
He got a job selling produce, and it's right across the street from the U.S. Royal Rubber Company. And the Royal Company had a lot of immigrants there. So my parents started taking in people, boarded them. And my grandmother started feeding them. And then they liked the food so much it evolved into a deli restaurant, and that's where we're at today.
Wow. When you see these pictures popping up on the screen, I mean, what feeling does that give you, I mean, all these years later?
Yeah, it's great. He was only 4'6", wow. And my grandmother was smaller than that. He was
the first generation right there.
He's a well-respected man. Came from Reggio Calabria, or Roccaforte del Greco in Italy, in Calabria. He's a tough young man. I remember when I was just a real young man working with him. Then my dad worked over there. That's where I cut my teeth in the restaurant business. If you was old enough to walk, you were working. That's the way it was.
Man.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And so, given the legacy, where would you guys like to see the restaurant go from here?
Well.
Man, we went from like talking about doing like other things, and then 2020 hit, and it was just your full-blown survival mode.
Right.
So you're just trying to get through that week, and then the month, and then just really just trying to get through it. And,
wow.
And we did. And
you did. You're here.
Yeah,
okay.
it's been rough, but real proud of my kids who run it now. They kept building up, and now it's back going really well again. But it's been a struggle. It's been a struggle for all restaurants, all mom and pop restaurants. It's been a struggle.
It has. But you guys are still moving, still grooving, still thriving. Okay, so before we get into this, it looks pretty. I'm glad we were able to put it on camera. The Cioppino. Before we've been showing good restraint.
Yes, we have.
Look at his food ready. Okay, let's get into this on this side. Matthew the third. What's that over there? You got a cool little vibe going on over there.
Yeah, so this is our manicotti. This is like a mixture of Parmesan, ricotta cheeses, some herbs, and then we just kind of roll it out into this like big log, and then you bake it. A lot of times you'll see it's baked with red sauce and cheese. We do like a little twist on it, kind of represent the Italian flag.
Yeah, that's cool.
You got the green, white, red. You got some pesto and Alfredo, and then our house red sauce. This is another one of the things that we run during Lent. It's meat-free and
big seller.
Sells.
Big seller.
Yeah. Good looks good too.
But it usually falls on me to make it, so I don't make it all year long.
Yeah, right. Okay, George. I guess we have to get into this, right? At this point. I'm going to get some with a little shrimp on mine.
Very tasty.
Oh, yeah.
They're awful quiet.
Very nice. Very good stuff. This is a regular thing with us. We put food in our mouths and stop talking.
Yeah.
So the manicotti. So this is a seasonal thing. It's on a Thursday in December. Can I come in and get it as well?
No, I mean you would have to check the website.
Okay.
We put our specials on IariasRestaurant.com.
Okay.
It's kind of one of those things, like once you take something off the menu, everybody wants it now.
Sure,
yeah.
Like
laws of supply and demand.
But we run it during Devour. It's on Devour runs 4 weeks a year.
Yeah.
This will be coming up. I've put the dates that we're running some of these Lenten specials on our website, so you can, if you are looking for some manicotti, which should be coming up here in like maybe next week. We'll be running this Cioppino this week, and a few more Lenten specials all the way up through Easter, just to keep some meat-free things.
Well, if I wasn't looking for manicotti, I am now.
There you go. That's yours.
Yeah, thank you guys.
It's funny. We've been talking so much about the history of the restaurant and the legacy. How much of that feel do you get as a diner in there? That sense of history.
I mean, it's everywhere. We've got pictures of him as a kid, our grandparents, aunts and uncles, cousins. They're all over the walls. You get the walls in the bar have some of the celebrities that have been through. I mean, some of them are, you got from like the 70s and the 80s and the 90s.
And back further.
It's just...
Yeah. We don't feel like we have customers, we have friends once they get in there and see the family atmosphere of it.
Awesome.
So it's really nice.
Awesome. Well, you got some new friends in us.
An old school vibe with some real old school vittles, folks.
Yeah, we'll see you guys tomorrow.